New York, New York, city of dreams, state, Empire State, went to Hillary Clinton last night by a staggering margin. I think it was at the final count was 16 points for Hillary Clinton. The delegate spread is not as dramatic as everyone is trying to make it sound. Bernie Sanders still picked up over 100 delegates last night, and it's a difficult road ahead. It's been difficult the entire time, but Sanders still has a route. There are a lot of people celebrating. They're going to have a problem here. Let's say Sanders doesn't win this. Let's say it doesn't get any easier and he actually has to concede. Hillary Clinton's team is going to have a major problem on their hand because I just don't see any road to quote unquote party unity, considering the manner in which they've swift boated Bernie Sanders. They've manipulated this race with smear campaigns. They've used tactics that are just really seriously undermining the very basics of progressivism. It's pretty bad. And I'm just curious as to how this will play out, particularly with the celebrations. I don't know. I understand celebrating your victory. I understand. No problem with that. But what I don't understand or can't imagine if they are calculating is the manner in which they are treating the people in this race. This is a very personal race. This is a very personal race, and people take this personally. And so you can't go with a scorched earth policy and actually think people are going to give you the time of day after the fact. It doesn't work like that. So I want to talk about that a little bit. What route does he have? What road does he have? Pennsylvania is coming up next. There's some other important states. Every state is important. So there's some states coming up where he has a better chance of winning. It was a hard night. That's all I can tell you. It was a hard night. And I know you know that it was a hard night because you really see how much this is a sport to some people. And you see how much it's all about their quote unquote team winning versus any values or any principles or anything that resembles a political foundation and a political belief system that is worth fighting for. It's all about winning by any means. It's all about doing anything they can to get this victory. I was saying that the treatment that Hillary Clinton and her team, the methods that they're using to win this election are downright despicable, in my opinion. And I think the methods that are being used to win this election are the things that can turn people against her even more than those people who are already against her, right? There's some of you listening who are already knew like 6 months ago that you were never going to support, what's the hashtag, never Hillary, right? But I think it's the methodology. I think it's the smear campaigns. I think it's the David Brock tactics that really is driving a lot of other people away. And the win last night in New York, that on top of the 120,000 people who were disenfranchised in Brooklyn, all those things are adding up for a very difficult road ahead for Democrats in general.